guys, Ultimate Toy Collector here at New York Toy Fair 2018. I'm here with Hillary. We're at the Funko booth. You see what we got behind us. I know there's been a lot of leaks, or actually not leaks, Funko put it out there to show all the cool stuff that they had. But we're going to take a look, and we're going to look at some of the highlights real quick so you guys can follow us, and she's going to show it to us.
All right, so we have a lot of new items to show off today. We'll start off with our Pickle Rick plush at the top here. They're just Pickle Rick as the pickle before he gets the rat suit or the cockroach suit. Those are a really fun addition. You can see our portal gun and some of our Rick and Morty pops that we've already announced for Wave 4. We have some really great ones in there. Okay. So we also have some product for Smallfoot. It is not the final product, so these are more in the pre-production stage, but we will have a lot of plush for that movie that we're really, really excited about, so we wanted to show it off for Toy Fair. And moving on, we have these Rick and Morty mystery minis. So this is the first time you'd be seeing them here at Toy Fair. They're brand new. Really excited about these. Some more of your favorite characters from the latest season. Those will be out in April. We also have Rick and Morty Dorbs, which are really exciting, new addition. We've never done them as Dorbs before, so we're really excited to add those to the line. We do have the master toy license for Rick and Morty, so we're able to make a lot more product for Rick and Morty and for Five Nights at Freddy's.
Now, you have Wave 1 of the action figures here.
Yes.
With the Build-A-Figure Snowball.
Yep.
I know it was previously shown that there is a second wave coming out. That's correct?
I'm not 100% on that.
Okay.
Was it something that was in our catalog, or?
It was in a catalog that I think it was like one of those leaked.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure about a second wave of those, but you don't really know for sure unless you see it on our accounts.
Okay. So
yep.
It's not officially.
Not official unless you see it on Original Funko.
Gotcha.
Yep. And one of the new items that we have this year are called Funko Racers. They're die-cast cars for Five Nights at Freddy's. Those wheels actually move, kind of like a Hot Wheels toy. So they do move around. They're Five Nights characters in cars that sort of represent that character. So we're really excited about those coming out. We also have a new vinyl series for Five Nights at Freddy's called Arcade. They'll be in a pop-style box. Except it'll look kind of like an arcade claw machine. They're from the Five Nights at Freddy game where there are plush inside of a claw machine, so they're actually vinyl figures of plush characters. It's kind of an interesting take on that. We have some new sister location mystery minis to show off, and then we have some really great plush additions. We have Blacklight plush. We also have plush for the Twisted ones, as well as Pop. So there's Ready Player One. We're really excited about this movie coming out. Big fans of the book. We're really excited to see how the movie takes that book in a new direction. We made the keys from that book, from the movie. We also made pops and those action figures.
Now these action figures are a little different than the reaction ones that you guys previously had the license for?
Right, so they're in a multi-pack, and they're a smaller scale with some articulation. I like them because of how small they are, but how they're in such great detail at the same time.
And this is going to be a mass retail release, or no?
Yep, they will be released widely. And then coming down the line, we have Jurassic Park that we're really excited for. This is one that fans have been asking us for years. We finally get to make it. We're super excited. We have the dinosaurs, some of our main characters there as well. We also have a lot of exclusives in this line. You won't see the exclusives here because at Toy Fair we mostly just show what is widely released. We don't really show store exclusives, but we have some really great additions to that line.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed we didn't have the sexy time.
Right? Yeah, he's a Target exclusive, but we're really excited for him to come out, and so everyone can take their Ian Malcolm photos.
I saw that. You
yeah.
Take the photo and post it on
Yep, use the hashtag goldblooming. So then we have Bendy and the Ink Machine. The three in the center are the first wave, and those were a pre-order release through GameStop, or through, sorry, Hot Topic. So Hot Topic had sort of the first release of those, and then they went to wide release after that. And then we also have the second wave, which are the two on either side, and they're starting to get a little bit darker, a little bit creepier. We did play this game on a live stream on our channels, and we definitely jumped from the jump scares. And at the bottom, these are our brand new Sailor Moon mystery minis. I really love the details on these. Their eyes look amazing. Really excited to make more Sailor Moon figures.
Are you a Sailor Moon fan?
I am. I haven't watched it in a long time, but as a kid, I was a huge fan. Now, this is probably my favorite edition. Up top here, we have a lot of our new Disney. We have movie moments. In the past, we've made movie moments for Star Wars. You can see we've had some Walmart and some Walgreens exclusives of those. This is our first movie moment for Disney, and we decided to choose Aladdin, and this is such a fun scene in the movie, so I'm glad we were able to recreate it.
Now, I know you guys are pretty, you stay on social media, you
Yep.
follow everything on social media.
Absolutely.
Did you see that this and the Dick in the Box, like
Yep, D in the box.
D in the box, were going for $10.99 last night?
I did not see that.
Okay, Amazon. I actually pre-ordered both on Amazon for $10.99 last night.
Wow, okay.
But then I saw that this morning this was up to $29.99.
Yeah, it seems like that sounds right. It seems like it's a higher price point for those movie moments, so maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, it seems like it. We also have these 3 pops for Wrinkle in Time, which was one of my childhood favorite books. I can't wait to see that movie. The costume design looks absolutely gorgeous, and I was really excited that we were able to make those pops to support that movie. We also just released Winnie the Pooh Dorbs. They're absolutely adorable, as in the name. The new Moana pops, I'm just absolutely blown away by the detail on these.
I didn't even know there was Moana 2 coming out.
This is just Wave 2 from the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, so these are just other characters that we hadn't made before that we just really wanted to expand and make more characters to that movie, and we picked some great ones.
I have a 4-year-old and I never watched the movie.
Oh, you gotta see it. It's a great movie. We have some Monsters, Inc. pops. Really excited about these. We have a new Sully, the chef. I mean, these are just such great characters. A lot of these are, a lot of the close-ups you may be getting are also possibly hand paints, so they may not look 100% like the final product, but they're sort of in the prototype stage, yeah. And then finally we have Lock, Shock, and Barrel from Nightmare Before Christmas. Everyone's been asking us to make these 3, and we finally did. Huge Nightmare fan, super excited to have these.
Now, is this going to come out as a 3-pack, or will it be...
I believe they're individuals, yeah.
And his face has like
It has a gloss to it. It's almost like he's wearing the mask. Yeah, I love it. I love that detail. So, just like you mentioned before, we have Saturday Night Live here. We have D in a Box. We have a lot of others. Cowbell. Got all of your favorites. David S. Pumpkins.
I'm very surprised that you guys were able to make that.
I know. I was too when I saw it come into our office. I was like, well, there we go. That's great. Our first Justin Timberlake pop.
I'm sure it won't be your last.
I hope not. I would love to make more Justin. And then one of the most popular movies from last year is It. We're really excited to be able to make the Losers Club and some more variations of Pennywise as well. We have him as a super cute plush, which is a little terrifying that he's so cute and he's covered in blood.
Now I know you only show the basic releases. You don't show like exclusives,
Right.
chases. I'm disappointed that you didn't have Georgie with the arm missing here.
Yep,
I was really hoping to see that.
Yep, exactly. So these are the wide releases, just because we want to show retailers what they would be able to have, because not everyone has an exclusive.
Unrealistic,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly, unrealistic. They wouldn't be able to order it, so we just want to show something that's available to everyone widely. We have Mr. Rogers. That's a brand new release for us. He's also a hand paint, so he may look a little bit different than the final one. But we thought he'd go really well with Bob Ross because it's kind of that nostalgic look back at all of those really integral characters in your past and all of those TV shows that we used to like to watch as kids. And probably my favorite shelf at this whole convention is Cuphead. I love Cuphead, one of my favorite games. It's maddening how hard it is. We have the Pops, vinyl figures, and this is the first time you're seeing our mystery minis.
Now, you just explained to me exactly what Cuphead was, because I was going to say, I know it seems to be very big,
Yep.
but I had no clue what Cuphead was.
Yeah.
So it's a game.
Yep, it is a game. So it kind of looks like an old-fashioned Disney style. It's not a Disney property.
That's what I thought it was an old-fashioned, like the original Mickey.
Right, exactly. It has that feel for it. Basically, in the game, there's Cuphead and Mugman, and they've sold their souls to the devil, and they're trying to get their soul contracts back by collecting other soul contracts from these bad guys. So every single level is a boss fight. The mystery minis have a lot of those bosses. So you're fighting them, grabbing their soul contracts to give to the devil so you can get yours back. So you play as Cuphead or Mugman.
It's kind of dark, but I like it.
It's dark, but it's done in a cheerful way, so it's a kind of an interesting take on it.
Doesn't make you feel bad to lose your soul.
Nope, not at all. So this is really exciting. This is our new action figure line called Savage World. Up top, those are available now. They're the Mortal Kombat series. And then we have just hand-painted prototypes for the rest of the series that will be coming out. We have Thundercats. I'm really excited about this series. It's a 1980s look at action figures, kind of like that He-Man style and that classic battle pose. But we're able to see more characters that you love from the 80s, but as that like sort of buff action figure type. It's kind of weird for me because I'm a huge horror fan. And down here we can see Freddy Krueger, you see Pinhead, Jason, Michael Myers, Leatherface, and they're all as these buff action heroes.
And these are like your take on them, so they're kind of stylized for this line.
Exactly. So they'll all be stylized with that that kind of battle action pose. Yeah, exactly. And at the bottom here we have Conan the Barbarian. From Conan the Barbarian. And then some of the characters may not be as muscly. Some of the women are a little bit more slender, so you can see that difference in Katana for Mortal Kombat, for example.
Now, you guys aren't the main licensor of Thundercats, correct?
I'm not actually 100% on that.
Okay.
I'm just not.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Yep. Couldn't tell you. You probably know better than I do on that one in particular. All right, so up top here we have Deadpool. Really excited, had a lot of fun with these figures. We have some new Pops and mystery minis coming out. We were able to Marvel really let us have fun with these, a little bit more playful, where we show his mouth on top of the mask, where usually he wouldn't have have the ability to have a mouth on top of his mask. Kind of let us play around with that a little bit more, so that was a fun addition.
Since Marvel obviously had to approve a lot of Deadpool, Cable, Domino, in order for you to do these figures, will we be seeing more X-Men or X-related characters moving forward?
I'm not sure what we have planned for X-Men related characters. I know we do make a lot of the X-Men characters from the comic books. So that is something that we've been expanding over the last few years. We had a whole Dorbs line that came out, I think it was last year or the year before. So I do believe we'll be making more X-Men. I'm just not sure this year what the plans are for that, but I know we have made them in the past. And we also have these vinyl figures. They're spelled VYNL because there's no I in vinyl because they always come in a 2-pack. Coming down, we have Rainbow Bright and Twink, which is really exciting to have one of our favorite 80s properties. Really happy to have her on board for Pop. We have the Jetsons, which seems a little bit crazy that we've never made the Jetsons before, but there you go. There they are.
You guys made the Dorbs.
We made the Dorbs. Yep,
but we have a matter of time before.
Absolutely. Then here we have Stranger Things, Wave 5, some new characters here like Billy. Billy and Bob and a new 11.
That's Hopper in the back.
Oh yeah. And then we have Pez. That's a new property that's coming up next year. and don't have a whole lot to share on that right now. We have some hand paints and some prototypes, but they will, from what I've heard, they will be packaged with the candy, so it will be like that classic Pez experience.
I was really excited when I saw this.
Pee-wee's Playhouse, yeah. So we have three main pops, I would say, from Pee-wee's Playhouse. I love that he's holding the sign that says "Fun" for the word of the day. Exactly. Everyone's saying you could custom make it, so you put a K and an O at the end, and he's just holding Funko as the word of the day.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. And yeah.
Are there any talks to flock the chair?
It's a great idea. I'm not sure. That would be a great exclusive or like convention exclusive, but I haven't heard anything about that. It's a great idea though.
Well, now we move over here.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at
to Super Troopers. And when you look at this one, you gotta get a good look at the back of it too.
I love it.
Right?
I love it.
Just a nice detail.
And Farva with the Coke.
Yep, Farva with the Coke with the hole in the side. And then we got Future Fight. And moving on, we have some more figures from Thor Ragnarok that we're able to make. We have some rock candy and a Hulk Wobbler. And Princess Bride. Everyone's been asking us about Princess Bride. We're really happy that we're able to make that as an addition to the pop line. Moving down, we have Grease. That's something that people have been waiting for a while now. Really happy to be able to add those. We also have Gossip Girl, which is one of my favorite shows. It's a fun one. And then Destiny 2, of course, super popular game, and Halo. We have the Ouran High School Host Club, which is really popular manga. Really excited for those to be an addition. Yeah?
Now, that's an anime show, or is that a live action show?
Anime.
Okay. I have no idea what it was.
Oh, yeah.
I figured it was.
Yep. And then 90s Nickelodeon. I'm a huge Nickelodeon fan, especially 90s Nickelodeon, so I'm really excited to see these as Dorbs. We have Ren and Stimpy, Rocco, and Reptar in this first wave. Hopefully we'll have more. I'd love to see more characters.
Is there anything in talks about another wave of Ren and Stimpy characters?
Not that I've seen, but I personally would absolutely love to see more.
Like Log, Mr. Horse.
You know, I'd like.
Skipper.
Well, you know what? You can see a lot of them in our mystery mini set that we have available here too. We have a lot more characters in that line, but I would absolutely love to see those. We also have GBK, which we've never made as pops before, so we're really excited to add these. And also Doug. All right, so here we have our Hercules pops. Classic Disney film. And we have Baby Hercules, Baby Pegasus, which are absolutely adorable. We have Phil, hilarious character. Probably the most impressive to me is this ride with Hercules and Pegasus. We also have Hades, Meg, and Hercules, and this is all in the regular line. I think Hades also has a chase that I believe is red. So whenever he...
Dark or red?
I'm not sure. I think it was red, but it could be glow in the dark.
There's a chase form.
Yep, absolutely. And then we have Disney, our Wave 2 of Pint-Sized Heroes. Really excited about these guys. I think Dumbo's probably my favorite. We also have the Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. So that's a French animation that we're excited about adding. They have their little soups cutes with them. We have a lot of new additions to our Pop Rocks line, including Kurt Cobain and Metallica. We added Elton John, Jerry Garcia, and Alice Cooper. We also have Weird Al Yankovic, which is a really exciting addition. And at the very end, we have our newest additions to the Pop Rock line. We have Ed Sheeran and Motley Crue. Not that they're together.
I'm sure you'll be able to do a lot of variants with Alice Cooper.
Oh, I'd love to. He'd be a great one.
Even Weird Al.
Even Weird Al. I think we already do. Yep.
Yeah. Now, I read something about there was an issue with the guitars. I think with the Metallica pops. Has that been resolved? Obviously, 'cause you guys are moving forward on them.
Right. I have no information about that. We have our new Game of Thrones pops. I'm sure everyone's really excited to see more variations of their favorite characters. I think that throne is just absolutely amazing. One of our greatest additions is Major League Baseball. That's brand new. We have never made baseball characters, just the mascots. So this is the first time that we are seeing the players. Here are brand new Nickelodeon 90s mystery minis. Have a lot of your favorite characters. Adding to that 90s Nickelodeon line, we have Wild Thornberries, which we hadn't made figures of before, so they're making their debut as mystery minis. We have All Real Monsters, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, Cat Dog, Rocko's Modern Life, and the Angry Beavers. And and Hey Arnold. It's great to see all of these characters. There are some exclusives as well. And jumping down, we have these amazing Warner Brothers characters. We've got Looney Tunes, you got Yogi Bear, Flintstones, all of your favorites.
All right, so that was our product walkthrough here at the Funko booth. The one thing that I wanted to ask you, there were a few emails that went out over the last couple days saying that the subscription boxes are being canceled.
Right. The subscription boxes aren't being canceled, but the subscription service.
The service
right,
is
exactly.
being canceled, or discontinued, I should say.
Discontinued.
Can you elaborate on that just a little bit?
Right, so we're just really excited to spend more time on the products that are going into the boxes, and we've partnered with some really great retailers to sell our boxes in their store and online. So we're just really excited about that partnership, and they're going to work with us on selling those boxes, and we're going to still make them.
So there's 3 boxes, so I can only assume they're going to be split up between 3 retailers, or...
I'm not 100% on the details right
Okay.
now. I think we're still working through that, but yeah, they'll be
Just
in retail.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You'll hear from us first.
Okay. Well, that's it. I like what we saw. As I said before, I'm looking forward to more X-Men, Marvel characters. That's one of my favorites. But you guys, there is one other question. So, for anybody who might want to know, how do you guys get so many different licenses, I guess you could say? You're able to produce different characters from music to TV, comics, just everything in general.
We have the most amazing licensing team that I've ever seen in any company. So they're out there, they're reaching out to all of these people. Sometimes people approach us, but the credit really goes to our licensing team for that.
And people really do come to you and say, hey, I want you to make me a pop.
As pops. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
I want them to make me a pop.
So I want myself to be a pop.
So thank you guys for tuning in. New York Toy Fair 2018. You guys already know what Funko is about. Go get all those chases. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Until next time, happy hunting.